All right, and I believe we are live. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading the Markets. I am your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live on this beautiful Monday morning. Well, it's beautiful because I'm in Panama, where the weather is absolutely awesome. A little too much humidity, but it's overall amazing. If you are up in the Northeast coast, you're probably freezing. I'll be back in New York to visit some family eventually. But I'm enjoying my time in Panama. We have about 30 minutes. I want to be here for market open. BitFarms is killing it. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, the market's not open yet, but we will see once the market opens how well BitFarms is killing it. Man, been talking about that stock forever. And we go from there. I am off to the sauna. I love sauna. Once a week, gotta do sauna. So that's what I'm doing at 10 a.m. I am on the same time zone as New York, which makes life very, very convenient. And without any further ado, let's go to the charts. Crap, here we go again. For some reason, I can't do application share. I can only do screen share. That means I have to make sure I don't dox anything. That's fine. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I don't dox anything stupid. The monthly chart doesn't matter. We're going straight to the weekly chart. The weekly chart is on a green star candle. That is very, very promising. The last time we had a green star candle, however, we topped out on the following candle as part of a descending triangle. We hit the moving average. Lots of bad things happened. We have a little more wiggle room this time. We have a prior swing high up at 18.3. We have the moving average this week up at 18.3 as well. And next week, the moving average will drop to about 18. So we still have room. We got 1,000-point upside before we hit any critical resistance. I love the CMF right here. The CMF is about to go green. That is a huge, huge indicator. The last time it went green, just look at this. Look at the weekly CMF. The last time the weekly CMF went green, the price of Bitcoin was $10,000. And the CMF topped out when, the CMF started to create internal divergence. Like sometime around here, you can kind of tell that, the party might be over. And that happened in March of 2021. So that is April. Yep, March around here, like early April, March, the CMF was already topping. The CMF is an incredible indicator. It has its own internal divergence. You can see how the CMF was declining. The CMF reached its peak, long before Bitcoin reached its peak. And, you can ride the wave. And I mean, hindsight is always 2020, right? The shit is always easy a year later to analyze. But you can see how when Bitcoin hit the all-time high in April, at the all-time high at the time in April, the week of April 21, let's look at the CMF. Is this April 21? Yeah, 12th of April. Wow. Look how 12th of April. Wow, really? Okay. Look how far down the CMF already was, and then the CMF just crashed. Now the CMF did try to rally, but it did not reach a new swing high. The CMF did not break a new swing high when the price of Bitcoin hit its new all-time high, the 8th of November, the week of the 8th of November. If we look, there's the week of November 1st. The week after is the week of November 8th. Now you can say, well, it's still near the top, and this was my view at the time. If we keep going higher, the CMF will go and make a new high. But right here, you can see how the CMF has made a critical new low versus the CMF several weeks earlier. That's the week of November 15th. And if we go up, the week of November 15th is right here. That's our first red candle in the first big red candle. And the CMF is already going down. But the point is, the CMF would have gotten you into this trade right here the week of July 27th. That's literally this week right here, the green star candle week, July 27th. And it would have exited you out of this trade. I mean, look, you could have got out on divergence. You could have gotten scared and got out at the lows. But it technically, there's no red here. It did not cross the zero line. It came close right here, but it didn't do it. It finally crossed the zero line right here. This is the week of February 14th, Valentine's Day week. The week of February 14th, right here. So your exit, oh, my face is blocking the price. February 14th. So your exit would have been around 40,000. That's still a pretty damn good trade, right? From 10,000 to 40,000. Still a pretty good trade. Now it was telling you to go short or just stay out of the market from 40,000 all the way until potentially next week. That's a pretty damn good short from 40,000 all the way down to currently 17. So Bitcoin will probably be above 18 when the CMF eventually breaks above the zero line. You really want to review the CMF on Vays website. This is my calendar, by the way. I filled it out, but I already changed my plans. I really wanted to go to Mexico. I really wanted to go see that compound that my friend is building out in Mexico. But it's just a little too complicated this next week. But I will make it out there this year, and I'm going to be streaming from there. That's going to be I'll definitely be doing events out there. Yeah, people keep asking me to check the 2 week. I'll try to check the 2 week. I'll be speaking down in Miami. I'll be in Panama the whole time. I'm going to stay in Panama, and then I'll be in Miami right here on the 25th in order to speak at Quantum Miami. And then you can see the rest of my calendar. Actually, my calendar is changing. I'll be back in Panama. But I'm no longer going to make it to Brazil. The conference that was supposed to be in Brazil in March was moved to September. So I'm going to skip Brazil. I'll go there maybe later this year. But yeah, I'll be splitting my time between US. Why is this US? This should be Japan. And I'll be in Japan as well. So you can see the conferences I'm going to speak at. I am not going to be speaking at a lot of conferences this year because it's too expensive to travel on my own expense. And unless the conference is going to pay, I'm probably not going. Now, but I will go to Japan. I am going to be in Japan. That red dot, that's Japan. So I put on my calendar for like for the first half a year, and it's mostly Panama, as you can see. Okay. I should probably request to be a speaker at Bitcoin 2023, but it's probably too late. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the charts. So that's the weekly look. I'm not going to talk more about the CMF. Now, what about our allocation chart? Is it time to add to our bullish allocation? Well, it's close. Okay, you can see the CMF on our 4-day chart as well. It's close. There's one thing that I'm hesitant on into adding to my bullish position, and that is this. We are on a daily MRI top at the top of a horizontal resistance. So I will wait a couple of more days. Let me see which candle this is on the allocation chart. We got 3 days to go. So I may consider adding to my bullish position at the end of this bullish candle, okay? But I need to see how this daily MRI top resolves itself. I'm not going to go against a daily MRI top, even though weekly we're only getting started. But on the daily time scale, this is problematic. And I can definitely see a pullback back to the moving average to around 16.5. A pullback over the next couple of days, going back down to this area around 16.7, like a $500 to $700 drop in the price of Bitcoin, back to the 50-period moving average. And then I would be very interested in entering some bullish positions. Okay. Hey guys, before I go on, before I look at the 2-day chart, Unconfiscatable is coming back to Las Vegas, December 7 and 8. You can see how many tickets. Oh yeah, we got more speakers up for you. Dan Held is gonna come back. Greg Foss is gonna come back. D++, Ben Gagnon from BitFarms. Now you know why I like BitFarms so much, because Ben is a really good friend. Ugly Old Goat is back, and we're gonna have a lot more speakers to be announced very, very soon. Motorist tell me to add speaker until last minute. Yeah, but they add good speakers, right? Like I've always been rejected to speak at Bitcoin 2023 and 22 and 21. You'd be surprised how many Bitcoin people actually hate me. It's really incredible. I am not very liked by a lot of Bitcoiners because of what I do with trading. They think that to be a Bitcoiner, you're not allowed to trade the asset because somehow by magic, it's going to have a price without the free market trading it. So I think they're actually insane, but you'd be surprised how many people don't like what I do because I talk about trading. Anyone that thinks the Bitcoin can have a real price without a tradable financial market is literally living in Ethereum fantasy unicorn land. Like I don't understand how they expect Bitcoin to have a free market price without a robust trading environment. Yeah, I finally got Ben's name right. Also, the Financial Summit. Speaking of trading and investing, come join us in November at the Financial Summit. Absolutely incredible event. I'm going to do these things back to back. November is Financial Summit. 1 month after that, we're going to have Unconfiscatable. Oh, yeah. I was going to my free Learn Trading section. You really want to check out the CMF. If you just scroll down to oscillators, CMF, it's near the top. It builds on top of the money flow index. The CME is the Chaikin money flow index. Okay, so check that out. Everything in blue is a clickable link that teaches you about the CMF for free. Okay, well, the daily chart is very, very simple. We have the RSI still has some room. The CMF is looking great. The MACD is looking beautiful. We're about to cross the 0 line. For me, that's a big deal. And the volume is a little bit low. I'm not happy about that, but it's looking great. 1 hour chart. Let's see if we're topping right now as the market opens. We're not. That is not going to be anything on an MRI interesting basis. Oh, beautiful. MRI top there. And we have a daily MRI top, but on the hourly, it doesn't really make much of a difference. So let's go to some traditional markets. Oh, speaking of GBTC, guys, hey, I still haven't even filled this out. The Redeem Your GBTC campaign. This is with Leah Wald and their company Valkyrie. Also, David Bailey is involved in this. The Redeem Your GBTC. Put in your name, put in your email, how many shares of GBTC you own, and which trust do you own. For me, it's just GBTC. How do you own it? For me, it's in a 401k or self-directed IRA. You fill this out, and the more people fill this out, the sooner perhaps it's possible to get rid of Barry Silbert and Grayscale and let Valkyrie manage this fund. I would much rather have Valkyrie manage this fund than this trust, I should say, than Barry Silbert's Grayscale. So there's the website, redeemgbtc.com. Also, how do you make money if you don't sell? Well, Bitcoin isn't necessarily about making money. You don't have to make money, but you have to upgrade your standard of living. So yes, you do have to sell your Bitcoin to buy shit like food. Otherwise, you're not going to last very long. Okay, where are we going here? GBTC premium is rising. Guys, when Bitcoin hits a bull market, I expect GBTC premium to go above the zero line. Okay, it's only a matter of time. I will hold on to my GBTC shares, and I can't wait to see what BitFarms is doing this morning. Oil, I have not kept an eye on oil, and I also need to refresh the junkie siphoning off the strategic oil reserve, and we'll see what they did last week. Let's see oil. Guys, I'm still bullish on oil. Call me stupid, but I'm still bullish on oil. We're consolidating, and I think we're getting ready to move up into the summer. Gold hit an MRI top on a weekly scale. I do not F with MRI tops, especially on weekly scales. If next week we have a green star candle, I believe that is very bullish for gold, and new all-time highs. Here we come. I probably should have sold all my gold a long time ago, but hey, if Bitcoin is depressed under 20K and gold is hitting an all-time high of 2,000, that might be a good time to convert all my gold, and especially silver, finally into Bitcoin. About a decade late, but I'll get there. See, a lot of things, I'm just like lazy about a lot of this stuff. It's probably why I haven't sold my New York apartment yet, but it's going to get sold. It's going to get sold now. Well, like it's back on sale. I might post the listing. I haven't seen the listing yet. My real estate agent is putting my New York apartment up on sale again. I was in contract to sell it like a year ago, or like during the pandemic or something, or like right after the pandemic, like a year ago, and then like the sale didn't happen, and I just got lazy. I'm like, ah, forget it. I'll hold on to it for another year. But now it's going back on sale. I might post the listing if anyone wants to buy Tone Vays's old apartment, and you can see the pictures of like everything in it, right? So you can see how I was living. And now it's time to move into a cardboard box by selling the apartment, and you guys can take a while. I'll give you 3 guesses as to what I'm going to do with the money, but you should only need 1. We're still in a giant decline here. We have to break this declining trend line, and I believe that we will. I remain bullish on the stock market, and let's see if the world will start to finally agree with me. Correlation chart has not been very interesting, so I should probably just close it for now. Oh, this is interesting. I did not realize that the Arun on daily Bitcoin is looking so good. Let me see here. Oh yeah, look at the Arun. The Arun does not give a trade indication often. This is the daily chart of, no, it's not the daily, it's a 5-minute chart. I'm an idiot. It says daily right there. That's a 5-minute chart. Oh, I got all happy over the Arun. And this is not even Bitcoin. This is Dominion Energy. What the hell? What happened here? Why is that the why is that Dominion Energy? It should be like S&P futures. Ah, crap. What was I using for the ticker for S&P? Yes. Damn it. I know it's got to be ES. It's got to be ES. ES one. Tone would live in a hot tent as long as, or Toy would live in a hot tent as long as it's fresh water and Wi-Fi. There's one more. You need one more thing there. One more thing. It involves a gender. I'll leave it there. I'm not going to say which gender. I don't want to get my channel banned. Need one more thing. One more thing willing to live in that tent. Okay, so now we're looking at the right thing. Oh yeah, market is popping this morning. There you go, Joe. You got it. But I can't say which gender I'm interested in because then I'm not inclusive enough and I'll get my channel banned. So, okay, now we're back to here. So here's Bitcoin and the Arun on daily Bitcoin. But is this daily Bitcoin or not? Oh, okay, right, because the top chart is that, right. So the Arun on daily Bitcoin, okay, I'm not fully retarded yet. The Arun on daily Bitcoin can cross below 20%. And that is a huge buying indication. For those of you that don't know the Arun indicator, it's another amazing, simple indicator. Again, just go to tonevays.com, click on Learn Trading, and you'll find the Arun right down here somewhere. There it is, the Arun. Super simple indicator. You can click on this link. It'll take you to stockcharts.com. I love stockcharts.com because back in the early 2000s, it was the only free resource to learn technical analysis. And I'm loyal to how I learned how to trade. And but the trick to the Arun is you need to catch it when it crosses as low as possible. Right here, it crossed to the bullish side, but then it crossed to the bearish side as low as possible. Okay, so you don't want to be involved in crosses. You can exit your trades when they cross high, but you don't enter the trades when they cross high. You enter the trades when they cross low, even though that would have been a good bearish trade. But you can read all about the Arun there or in numerous other links I posted here, here, and here. Let's see BitFarms. Bam. Bam. I'm not even looking at my trade. I'm good. It's a beautiful options trade. There's BitFarms. There it goes. I hope you made money. I hope you guys made money. There it is. Could not have been a better trade. Probably our trade of the year. Been talking about it for months. And then finally, we had a perfect opportunity with a weekly MRI buy and a daily MRI buy right there a few days after the weekly MRI buy. Okay. I mean, this is the stock I've been talking about the most, right? And there it is. Huge pop at market open. And here we go. Is it too late to get in? Probably. For the short term, probably. I mean, let it pull back to 50 cents and then try again. Like, I don't know what to say, right? Like, everyone's been warned. Told everyone I was going to get in the first week of the year. Everyone's been warned. Is it too late to get in? Like, I wouldn't get in today. I'd cry, but I wouldn't get in today. No, I mean, like, you can't get in today. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do it. It's too dangerous. It just went up 60%. 60%. You just got to admit you missed it. And remember, if you got in on this MRI buy, and you had and you believed in the company and you stuck with your trade, you're up great. You still made money. Look at this. You're up only 30%. So you had a full month to get in, and now you're making good money. So I wouldn't get in today. I mean, it can go either way. It can go to $1. It could also, go back to 50 cents. And if you get in now and then you watch it drop 40%, you're going to be upset. All right, guys. Oh yeah, the junkie. Let's see how the junkie's doing. The junkie has siphoned off an additional 3 million barrels. So even today, the US government and the Biden administration is unable to keep oh man, I really want to get this channel banned. Their mouth off the hose, siphoning gas out of a car on the side of the road. That's basically what they're doing by utilizing the strategic oil reserve for emergencies. But the emergency is the next election, which is 2 years away. So at this pace, the United States will have zero strategic oil reserve. And if something happens, like another Event Horizon oil disaster, your gas will double to triple to quadruple in a single week, because there will be no strategic oil reserve left for America to use. Okay, 2-week Bitcoin chart. Everyone keeps asking me. Sure, I'll do it. And then I'm gonna have to go. The MACD on a 2-week Bitcoin chart. Yeah, it's about to cross. It looks great, but it's about to cross. But there's two things to the MACD. It's crossing each other and crossing the zero line, and they are very far away from crossing that zero line. Okay, like right here, April 2019 is a nice cross, but look at this. Look what happened when we crossed the zero line and stayed above that zero line. So there's two things to the MACD. It does look good though. CMF looks better. It's diverging. Decent chart, but it's not a standard time period. So I'll go back to my daily. Adrian, that's funny. Guys, I am, you want to see something else that's funny? I'm going to be virtually speaking because I really, again, I can't be traveling at my own expense. It's just, it got too expensive to travel. It was cheap during the pandemic, but it got too expensive. So I was supposed to speak at this conference in Dubai in February. No, sorry, I was supposed to speak at this conference in Dubai in November, but they moved it to February. And I can't just go into Dubai. Like, unless the conference is going to pay my business class flight for me to fly in and out of Dubai, I'm not going to go. It's too expensive. And so I'm going to virtually speak. So they sent me this video and I was just laughing. Let me see if it plays. Maybe I'll refresh the page. I hope it's still there. I don't think I'm gonna tweet. I'm debating if I should tweet that out, but that was hilarious. Waiting for the comments. All right, guys, I got nothing else. We can keep an eye on what the Fed's going to do in about 20 days. They're only going to raise it 25 basis points. This thing is moving back. It's like a 15-year-old song or like a 20-year-old song. It's crazy. I remember that song. There is a remake to that song that's actually significantly better than the original song. It's out now. So I have actually went a little far. So I started taking the tequila thing a little too seriously. And I even have like a virtual assistant helping me with it. And because now I'm talking to like some bar owners and stuff. And like, it's amazing how much people don't know about tequila. How rich is Tom Vays? I'm not that rich, guys. Because I spent all my time on YouTube and not actually trading. And then making tequila guides. I'm independent enough that I can spend 2 weeks making a tequila guide and not worry about money. But I'm definitely ain't gonna be flying on my own to Dubai for a conference and back. So there's a somewhere I'm somewhere in between those two. So here, check this out. So I'm really taking this to a whole new level. And so this is going to be my general, I'm going to make it bigger. So this is like the general overview of tequila brands. I now have it down to 70 tequila brands. There is, the header line. So this is just by brand. And these are like the common brands. If you want to do a screenshot of this will probably help you a lot. Just a screenshot. These are the common brands you can find in most liquor stores, because you're not going to find some of the really good tequilas. And this is still going to get, I'm still going to review it again. I may like split the two Milagros into two different, lines. But here's where we're really getting interesting. So these are the extra añejos. So the extra añejos, this is my favorite aging of tequila. I love aged tequila. So this is what I want to buy. But again, at the moment, spending $200 on tequila is challenging, even for Tom Vays. Like, I don't have any of these at the moment. They're a little pricey. You can find some gems like Casa Nobel for $110. Great tequila aged for a ridiculous 60 months. So Clase Azul is overpriced. Well, here's where I rank Clase Azul. It is number 32 on a top shelf tequila basis. And if you look at it by the bottle, this extra añejo, this is their most expensive, most highly priced extra añejo tequila. In the extra añejo section, I have it ranked number 45 out of 46. So, but if you have $2,000 that you have absolutely nothing to do with, and you don't want to, advance your education, like perhaps buy the Tom Vays options course right here from my on-demand videos, which I still haven't raised the price of, but someone bought it yesterday, so I'm happy. So maybe I will raise it for another week or so. Then that's what you buy. But that's where I rank the Clase Azul. And this is the extra añejos. Like, to me, this is the best tequilas. But the cheapest one you're going to find, well, this one is 60, but I don't recommend it. So if you look at the greens is what I recommend. And on here, the cheapest one is probably the Patron. It's good. It's aged for 36 months. It's clean. It's got no additives. It's a decent choice, and it's at a good price. And surprisingly, Avion is a really crappy tequila. So on it's not even a top shelf tequila. It's a mid-shelf tequila. And in the mid-shelf tequila, I have it ranked number 20. But for some magical reason, they managed to get their extra añejo right. They got one bottle of their tequila right. And everything else, please do not buy it. Please do not drink it. Okay. And very similarly, Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo is absolute acid. Like, this is not meant for human consumption. So Jose Cuervo, even their traditional brand. So if you click on these links, if you have the spreadsheet, I'll share the spreadsheet eventually with the world. So Jose Cuervo, like, even this stuff, even this is complete disaster, right? I hate this tequila, and it's like $80. So I hate them all. Like this, I don't even drink it anymore. Like, now that I've learned more about tequila, if I see this at a bar, I will not even allow it to be in my mixed drink. And the reason is when you click on it, it literally, oh, it doesn't say it here. Oh, right there, cooking, acid thermal hydrolysis. They literally cook this thing with acid. And it's not even like, in order to make this stuff, they use acid. And it's not even like agave. It's like 51% agave and 49% rubbing alcohol. I mean, this is why people hate tequila. But this bottle, they got right. So Jose Cuervo, I mean, this is like anniversary special stuff. You're not going to find these things. I've never even heard of this. I've never even seen that. But this bottle you can find in most airports, and it's actually a really, really good bottle. Okay, it's a really good bottle. So it's the only thing Jose Cuervo ever got right, is that one bottle. So I have it here in Reserva de Familia. I have it ranked number 26 overall for a top shelf, but only because of this bottle. Like, these two are horrible. And in the extra añejo section, I have it ranked as 17. It's my 17, but I might still add a few in the middle, like the one that people just Googled, Ponte Seca. I've never even heard of this, but apparently they have a 21-year age, but it's like $2,000, like, or like $1,000. If you spend $1,000, you spend it on that. Certainly not on Sin Carón by Michael Jordan. So these are the extra añejos, and right now what I'm working on is the same exact thing, but for añejos. Like, this is the affordable. So this is my favorite affordable tequila. So you can buy good bottles here, especially Tequila Ocho, where they have their special bottles. Like, this is the bottle that you would buy for your house. Yes, some of them go into the mid-hundreds, but you can also get some incredible ones for $55, $60. Okay, there's even like hidden gems here, like El Mayor. I bought a bottle of this for $32 in New Jersey over the holidays. So I mean, again, it's going to be ranked like number 40, number 50 on this list, but again, it's $32, right? If you can find the Fortaleza Añejo, it'll run you about 90, but it's like, I don't think this is even debatable why it's ranked number 1. And then I got to do the same thing for Reposados and Cristalinos and the Blancos. So this is, I've taken this project a little too far. And I'm being very sarcastic. I've taken this project to an unreasonable length. And, even like any bar that, anytime I talk to an owner of a bar and I show them this, they're gonna go crazy, actually, even like a Mexican bar. So it's I'm not a mezcal guy, and I don't know if I have the time, or like, this can take me another 4 months to do. I really should be doing something more productive. But hey, it's where we are. Okay, I gotta go to the sauna. We're gonna take a look at BitFarms one more time. And but yeah, so this is the screenshot you want. It's common brands. And this is what you'd find in an average supermarket. And when you don't know what to buy, just go with Don Julio. Don Julio is reasonable across everything. I personally don't like Blanco tequilas. I love my aged tequilas. I know that's not where a purist tequila person will drink. When in doubt and you don't know what to buy, don't get creative. Just go with Don Julio. Mastro Nobel, as someone mentioned, is not that far behind. Right. So I don't like additives, right? So again, on this spreadsheet right here, and I need to review this, right? So you can see which tequilas are putting additives in. And some of them we just don't know. And some of them we know. But this is the stuff you would normally find in your supermarket or at a liquor store. But if you want the whole shebang, I really don't have the patience to go more than 100 deep. So I'll probably add like 10 to 15 more brands and then leave the rest in case I run across something or something new comes out. So I'll take this down to about 90 brands. And this is everything, right? So, but most of the stuff you will never find outside of Mexico. All right, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Loving the bull market. Keep an eye on the MRI Daily Top, and I will see you all on the next one. Don't forget the conferences, Unconfiscatable, and of course, the Financial Summit. Bye, guys.